Hello. All right. I had new headphones. Kirihiko. We have a mod in the house, and it is 6 in the morning. Sex. Fünf. Fünf oder sex. 5 a.m. for Pablo does. Hey, crispy. Got crispy egg roll. I ask here. Oh, 6 a.m. Oh my gosh. And I think Poop Kid is here. Ah, there's Poop Kid, but I know he's playing another game at the same time. Naja, wir können auf Deutsch sprechen. No, it's too early. It's too early. Justin Joines. Yeah, congrats. Welcome to the stream. This is going to be a relatively short stream, kind of impromptu. It's going to be early in the day. The day got away from me. I got jumped on late because my dad's birthday is on the first, and we celebrate it today. But it was a Zoom call, and if those of you who've done Zoom parties, hey, SM Cardi 313, good to see you. You guys know that it can be challenging, and we had 6 or 7 groups kind of tuning in, and then I got dropped, and other people were like losing their connection, and so it was, it was we missed out. A lot of the time was kind of spent just trying to fix the technical issues, right? All right, so PJ Beiser. No, I'm back. I'm back in LA. I was at the ranch earlier today. Did a lot of work. Uh, Drove a nice. I don't know if you can see that. It doesn't look horrific, but that's a screw bit. A screw bit. One of those automatic drills. Like it was. Zzz. But I don't mind sacrificing that hand. It's the left hand. But I wanted to get on and just kind of wish everyone a happy new year 2021. This is definitely going to be a better year because last year was so horrific. Yes, crispy egg roll, I did. Um, and Danger Boy 13. Dad, don't worry. This is the useless hand. I don't. Um, when I was working on X-Men #1 back in 90, 1991, early 91, I guess the book came out in the summer. Um, I was drawing it, and I was getting predictions from the sales group department at Marvel, kind of like, oh, we're going to outsell Spider-Man, we're going to outsell X-Force because we're the last ones up, and the numbers kept going higher and higher, millions of units, and yes, COD 1818, and and I was working on the book, and it was an extra long issue. I think it was like 32, 35 pages or something like that, and I got nervous that somehow I'd injure myself while I was drawing the book, and they'd have to bring a replacement artist in to get, you know, take over, and I would lose out on a small fortune. And so, if there were doors, like restroom doors, swinging doors, that kind of swing both ways, I always reached with my left hand. And normally I reach with my right, but I was reaching with my left hand because I just saw in my head that I would reach out and that door, someone on the other side would be pushing the door at the same time, and I would just like smash some fingers. And then even driving through intersections, I had like this weird OCD thing where I would put my hand like, I don't know, like it was frozen in the air, like this, off the steering wheel. If it was like a yellow light, I don't know what that does, but apparently it would like prevent it from getting damaged if it were, I don't know. Jeremy L. Joe, are your hands currently insured? I did look at it, during the 90s when things really took off. I did look into, contacted Lloyd's of London, or someone my at Wildstorm contacted Lloyd's of London, and I think for $1 million, the policy was like either 60 or 90 grand or something like that. for a million dollar whatever. And so I chose not to take it because I thought, well, even if I injure my hands, I could still think, and I think I could still carve out a career beyond just drawing. And I didn't like the return on the money. Like 60 grand's a lot, even for a million back, and that's 60 grand every year. So, you know, in let's say 6 years, you're up to $360,000. I mean, it's quite a bit. And I do believe I could teach myself to draw with my left hand if it came down to it. All right, very quickly, let's say hello to some of the supporters of the stream. NerdOpsNet, DMS Design, Soulmate 727, Twin 12, the Shiny Hunter. Sorry, the Shiny Hunter. Why he? Rasto 215, Mez PNG, Daniel J. Bosco, Funny Bob 85, and Spenny G, Logan Howlett 1. Hey, Logan Howlett, good to see you. Queegee Boy 03, Quick Draw 13, good to see you, Jamie. Crispy Egg Roll, Night Stream, let's go. My Body Story, Jonella from the Philippines, Bedlam Knack, have all subscribed. Support the stream either through Prime. If you're an Amazon Prime member, you get a free Twitch membership. And I want to thank Daniel J. Bosco for the bits, and Jonella for always being a habitual tipper supporter of the stream. Drew Kaboom, hello. And so you'll see that I have finally figured out how to reinstate my Stream Deck I don't know what these are called. Hyperlinks? I don't know. It's a device. It's like a... So I have like one for Kira. So I just push that. It just throws it on there. And so I'll be adding to these. It's a quick way of hotkeys. Yes, not a person. So so there's not a lot of time here. I just want to touch... Normally I would jump right onto this... this piece for Skyward. But I'm going to save that and just get that done next stream. This stream I'm going to focus on something that you'll probably see on Instagram tomorrow, which is I've reinstated the sketches I was doing for comic shops that are struggling during this pandemic. And I got almost to the 60 that I was trying to do. I flamed out at like 53 or something like that. And so I'm up to 56. I've got the selections now for 57 and 58. I'm waiting on the selection for 59. And I know what 60 is already because that was from a prior winner. When I switched over, it's hard to describe. But basically someone had... a choice, and I told him I'd get to it later, and so that's gonna be the last one, and yeah, so it's been kind of fun. Thank you, Petri23. It's kind of fun getting back into it, and thank you for this hype train. It's crazy. Figgy Ninja, Javant03 have also cheered, or no, have subbed to the stream. So so the winner of the Black Adam piece requested what did he request? The Penguin. And then the next one is Blight from Batman Beyond. So some interesting choices. Let me see if I got the third one. Hold on. If it's come in yet. It has not. Anyway, so I thought I'd start the Penguin up because I want to finish it and then post it tomorrow. Okay. So now the thing with the Penguin, and I was thinking about this on the drive home. He's been. I only drew him once in Hush, and that was, I think, in the supplemental four pager that I did for Wizard. So it wasn't technically part of, right? Am I correct? Anyone confirm? Well, anyway, it wasn't in Hush in the trade paperback. If you look, there really is. It's 2 in the morning in Chile. Good to see you, C Gifts 84. Oh, Mr. Joshua, thought you mentioned last three are going to have something a little extra. Yeah, but not so much in the drawing piece of it. If I can get it figured out. Oh, I can see the new Voodoo badges. So I finally got those loaded up, and I think some people should have the Goku badge as well. 5 a.m. in the UK. Anyway, so I thought I'd start the Penguin. I see something. What is this thing right here? It's on. Is it on here? What is it? The green screen? Oh, yeah. All right. Duh. It's this thing. Thank you. You guys are so helpful. Oh, it's a light. All right, let me put that up there. All right. So let's. So I was thinking about the Penguin, like a number of different ways he's been done. Now, so bear with me for a second. All right. A lot of the Batman Rogues Gallery, very cool villains, typically not powered at all. So a lot of their appeal, I think, comes from the fact that they were first and they're very straightforward, like the Joker, Penguin, Riddler. Like, boom, you know exactly who that character is based on the name. And so the Penguin is always kind of the short, squatty, character that talked funny. And Burgess Meredith played him in the Batman TV show back in the 60s, and that had a big impact on me. And then, obviously, in the TV show Gotham, kind of different take on Penguin, taller, lankier, kind of. And you look at the Danny DeVito one, and I can't remember in that movie. Did he actually have deformed hands? Was he one of those people that were born like what's the SM Cardi will know? It's they used to they gave women pregnant women this medication back in the 60s, I believe. It's called PT something something. I don't know. Anyway, it ended up creating all these birth defects, and it was kind of the deformed hands, right? The webbed hand. Yes, thalidomide. Thalidomine. Thalidomine? Yeah. So that's a real thing. And so they went for the literal, like, ooh, it's a penguin. Like, we're going to make him look more penguin-like. And so you have that school of thought, and then you have the other, like Chris Nolan kind of, Matt Reeves kind of school of thought, which is like we're going to treat these very seriously as if they're real people. They may be called that, but that's not. We're not going to lean into the camp or the visual aspect of it, right? Like the Joker, is he just a guy that wears white makeup, or does he have like a permanently disfigured mouth, right? So on one hand, you have something that's very much a caricature and not necessarily a super villain per se, but looks different than your normal person. And then the other school of thought is like, no, it's a normal looking person, and it's their behavior that makes them a villain. I mean, the behavior on the other camp is also nefarious, but they also look scary. They look kind of deformed a bit. So I was thinking, like on the drive, like which way do I go? And do I, for instance, could the Penguin be a handsome? I mean, the actor Robin. Gosh, blanking. I'm tired. It's been a long day. The person in Gotham. Yeah, an attractive man, and so is that uh, is that the way to go? Oh, Arkham. Yeah, the Arkham game Penguin is really kind of Robin Lord Taylor. That's it. And thank you very much. And the Arkham game Penguin is more. He looked more like a mobster, right? So all these different approaches. So I'm thinking, trying to do him like kind of as a handsome man in a very kind of tough guy way. I don't know. A younger Cobblepot. That's it. So maybe. Although I think the person that won wanted something more of a classic with like the machine gun umbrella and all that other stuff. I don't know. Okay. So I start with this. This is like a very thick lead pencil. All right. Hold on. Let me move this up. And let me turn this down a little bit. I've got so many lights. Okay. All right. So I use this. It's a what the oh boy. What is I don't know that contraption is. These are the things that distract me. There. Voila. Gone. All right. So I use this. It's a very good sketching idea pencil. It's very blunt. I don't ever sharpen this. I don't even have the sharpener for this. There's weird things like popping up my screen. I'm like, what is that treasure chest? Anyway, okay. So this was kind of what I had in my head. He's a debonair fellow, nice dresser. Anyway, I wanted to do this stream because just to wish everyone a happy new year. And kind of start off with on a positive note. Maybe behind him is like blood splatter. And I'm thinking like, first off, very heavy lighting. It's kind of like he's doing the dirty work at the Iceberg Lounge, like in the back. All right. And the idea that this is all black. KB Bradshaw, 34 months and all I learned to draw are soup cans. Well, like, probably draw them pretty well, pretty good at this point, right? Hello, greetings from Brazil. Shout out to Brazil. All right. I kind of want him to. The idea is that he's basically rolling up his sleeves. And then this is all black. And maybe there's like a coat rack. And then in the jacket. And then maybe the umbrella. And the light's coming down like this. Okay. And then the monocle, I don't know if it's in his left eye or right eye. Let me double check here. Actually, let me reread the request. Where to go? All right, monocle, tuxedo, cigarette holder, Swiss knife, umbrella, a classic baddie. See you later, Nick Hiltf. His right eye, which would be this one here. And then there would be like little bits of sweat, perspiration, like he's just been working. Maybe like Mike Mignola shoulders, like as in they taper and disappear fast. Spenny G, how detailed do the requests get for the follow-up pieces? Some get very specific. Others are just like this character, or you know, these 3 or 4 characters would be cool, right? They're all very different. Hey, Captain Noah FTW. Oh, hold on one second. Hey, superhero swimmer art. Whoa, this is not doing well without light. There we go. Warhaven 51. It's nice to see that you erase. I always feel so bad doing that in my sketches, like I shouldn't be doing that. Erasing is okay to do. There's nothing wrong with erasing. So anyway, so where was I? Oh, look at this. I was looking for these and looking for a pencil. So thank you very much for that. It's like, ooh, look, art. I was like, where'd these go? I did these. Hello. Okay. So where's the pencil? Pencil. I can't find a pencil. All right, this here we go. All right. Maybe he's already killed the person. Good point. But I also see this as being kind of like the freezer room, like in the iceberg lounge, right? So it's cold. All right. And then the hair, like it just, this comb over, like, maybe like the earlobes kind of stick out more. Wait, does a diamond go here or here? Can anyone confirm? Oh, these aren't mutton chops. That's just code for shadows. The tie portion, not the knot. All right, thank you, Spinny G. All right. So the idea is that he's this short, kind of squat dude. Who doesn't mind kind of doing some of the dirty work himself as needed. And he's got like big old forearms. That's oh, I just realized. Pat's chat's not showing up. That's odd. Isn't it? It's in the... How odd. You guys don't see chat, huh? Well, we've got a lot of people on tonight. What's going on? People from the East Coast can't even tune in. It's making me rethink like all my time choices. So this left eye is a little bit bigger. Trevor Kai, night streams are the best. Are they? Okay. I feel like the only thing that'll save it... Well, no overlays today. Okay, now I'm going to have light here. So this is all going to be pretty scratchy. South Jersey. Wow. Oh, so I've done this before, but like if you're doing folds, right, just you can write like a backwards S or small s or whatever. Right, those. Or you can do like a J that turns into a S. I don't know. And you'll see how those, like the S thing, the role it will play later. Okay. Then I don't know if it would be... I Maybe he's got short, stubby fingers. Maybe he's got a long, there's a long gap between his nose and his mouth. I feel like I don't do enough of that kind of exaggeration. All right. And then hair. And so this is going to be black. What I like about the fist is it kind of implies that he's going to beat you. Nova Prime X, can you tell us the weirdest dream you've had about art? I don't remember a lot of my dreams, to be honest. The weird dreams I have typically aren't about art per se. Yeah, they're usually anxiety dreams, right? Oh boy, I was doing some woodworking today. Yeah, I don't do a lot. That's how I screwed, like, as you can tell from this. And I was doing without safety goggles on. I had a circular blade, and I was cutting a 2x4 like this close, and that stuff sprayed like in my eye, and I cannot get the sawdust out. Okay, we're ready to start inking. Here's a yeah. Here we go. So 2, and then what if he can't be if he's got or toy? Never do that again. Yeah, I'm not like a big handyman type guy, but we had like electric drill devices, drivers as well, which are like shortened screwdriver, automatic or kind of battery powered drills, a jag saw, and a circular saw. Impact driver. That's it. Spenny G. Yes. All right. Let's see. All right. I think we're ready to start inking. I could put a bunch of penguins behind him. That'd be kind of weird, but like just weird penguins. But I don't know how that would make any sense. Or maybe hammocks, big things of hammocks. Like I kind of like that. You know, it's like yeah. Let's do that. And then this can be on a meat hook. All right, and we can put another chain, and then another hook here. Okay. Hey, Chad Harden. Welcome in, raiding party. Ahoy, mateys. Chad, I did not know you were on Twitch. Good to see you again. It's been a while. Are you in Arizona? I'm trying to remember where you were last. Or maybe I always say that to you, but you're... Chad Harden? Artist, probably best known for his work on Harley Quinn. Terrific artist. Should definitely check out his work. Yeah, it's me. How you doing? I'm doing good. Doing good. Doing a quick penguin drawing. So this marker is pretty dried up, which is fine because what I like about these sketches, at least the ones I've done for the stores, is that they're all very kind of they're gnarly. They're texture. Um, they're not very clean. Um, yeah, yeah, they're not clean. So I don't mind having something that kind of gives me a line every 2 lines kind of thing, right? A line every 2 strokes. He's got like little eyelashes. And I figure he's got like the dead fish eyes, like just black, like no highlights. Probably got a couple moles. I don't know. It's probably my the only second or third time I've ever drawn this character. So this is a 2, whatever, a 2 micron 2. It's pretty dried out, so it's actually giving me a very kind of thin line, and I got to apply some pressure. Then here's the monocle. Guys, see that? And then that eye is kind of white, will end up being white. Change the earlobes after all. Could not hang with the droopy ones. So, so everything is going to be kind of grayed out. That's kind of like the signature of the sketches I've done. Is that there's a lot of this kind of fine line kind of stuff. So I want to kind of continue with this. I could do it with a pencil too. All right. A bit of the Bob Hodgkins? Is that Bob Hod? Is that his name? Gildong 17, some blood on. Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be blood. Well, originally with the tiles, there was gonna be blood splatter. Now it's gonna be harder with the racks of meat. So yeah, you're very subtle. You're gonna see a couple drops. And there's gonna be some shine off the top of his head. It's gonna be very light up there, white splatter up at the top, and then coming down, it's just gonna get darker and darker. So now it's just really about kind of layering in values, right? Just kind of building up form, right? I was going to give him a unibrow, but I don't know. It's hard to take that back once I go there. I am Manuel. Does your job make you happy? Art makes me happy. A job it makes me money. Chiriwichiwa. Do you have some kind of trick to make the eyes symmetrical to each other? Yeah, practice. My eyes are typically. I mean, I have one is it's under a monocle, so it makes it easy. But normally, if you do a straight on shot like this, it gets tricky. I would suggest turn the paper. Take the paper, you flip it to the light or a mirror, and you can see it as if someone else drew it, and you can kind of see if one eye is higher than the other or whatever. Steak and cheese. How come you don't use this detail on cross-hatching covers? I do. When I ink myself sometimes. I'm trying to understand what's going on in chat, but sorry. Sorry. All right. Sorry, wasn't quite in frame. I'm going to darken the shadows a bit. So it's like even heavier light. I'm gonna put like age spots. I've got a bunch of those. He's got bad complexion. He's not a handsome man. I take it back. He's a well-dressed man. But he's kind of handsome in his own way. So that's what we have here. All right, now I'm going to go to a slightly thicker marker. I'm hoping this is it. Let's see what we got here. It's a point. It's a 3. It's, all right. This one's a real live marker. You can see, even though it's just a little bit thicker than this other one, it's got a lot more ink loaded up. Got the diamond. I wonder if I did like we did like a Roaring 20s New Year's party with the family. I wonder if yeah, I think that's the way I'm gonna go. I'm gonna do the what are these called? The tuxedos with the little clips. I used to wear them. I was in high school. What is it called? Wingtips? No, that's shoes. Wingtips? No. Is it wingtips? It's a collar that is lifted up high, so essentially the collar is like that, and then you can see the rest of the no, cover bun is hey, proper artist. Good to see it. Wingtips, and maybe it is wingtips. See how that goes? So rather than you just see like the rest of it there. Google says wingtip collar. Thank you, rated PG. No, I'm just being lazy because normally I would just fill this in with a brush. But I also do like the texture effect that you get through just a lot of cross hatching. Oh, actually, I was gonna before I was gonna do this penguin. I was originally this was gonna be my Animal Crossing stream. I was gonna call it Animal Cross Hatching. Haha. You guys were wondering about those jokes. There you go. Ta-da! Yikes. Yeah, yikes is right. Okay. I feel like the clothes are just tight on this man. Tight, tight. eye got it worse. I can still feel like wooden splinters in there. Sawdust. I know Spenny G works with materials, wood and whatnot. I believe. Any of you other folks do that kind of thing? I do have eye drops. I'm going to flush out my eyes. The nice thing of wearing contacts for many of my years is like I'm immune to like sensitivity with my eyes. I mean, obviously not to sawdust, but like to my finger. So I can touch the eyeball, and I can take running water and put it right on my eye. Probably oversharing. Did I say that? The goggles I was wearing were kind of, they weren't even the safety goggles. Let me go all the way around. They're more like protective goggles, shooter glasses, that kind of thing. Not swim goggles. Swing goggles. That would have been good. Swing goggles would have been been more effective than what I was wearing. All right. Now, I was originally going to do like a black vest and have all this like be black. And I could still go all to black, but then as I lighten up, I could do a pattern. Not quite a paisley, but maybe like a Goku, something kind of fun. I don't even know why I did this. I was caressing my own drawing. No, not twill. It would be like a thing where if you look that closely, you would see, um, uh, you know, you would see something there. At first blush, it would just look like a pattern or some grayness. What do you guys think? Is the penguin left-handed or right-handed? And would he... Is someone angry? What's going on? You guys behaving? I can't even find the comment that I'm looking for. KB Bradshaw. But that's gross, Jim. Please stop. I'm gonna do it right here for your benefit. Oh, the best was when I used to wrestle, like in high school or college. I wore contacts, and sometimes when you get the forearm to the face, and it's like rubbing across your eyes, the contacts would inevitably come out, and it was the soft ones, like the ones that fold up, and would just like be. Then the match would have to stop, and then everyone would be like looking around, like I'm half blind, half can see, looking for my dirty contact covered with someone else's slimy sweat, and then I'd find it, and then I would lick it, and then and then pop it back in. Oh my gosh, the fact that I am alive today surprises me. I don't even know what I. So, oh, and then sometimes, yeah, and then sometimes it would just roll up in the back of my eyeball, like so the lens didn't come out; it just got rolled on top of itself, and then went to the back, the furthest back you can go in your eye, right? And well, Guildong 17, you have to lick it to clean it. It's better than nothing. You don't want to put it in with like particles, right? And some Cardi 313 stop. um, yeah, and then so I'd have to dig back there, find it, drag it out. Yeah. Anyway, I would not recommend wrestling. It's yes. I did get LASIK. I did get LASIK. Are you? There's no. I'm the only person that's ever licked a contact lens. Come on. I've fallen asleep with contact lenses on. That's the worst. You wake up and it's dried to your eyeball. They don't recommend that. But when I used to study a lot, it would just happen. I got LASIK done 15 years ago, something like that. Maybe more. Best decision ever. All right, so if he's left-handed, the watch would be here. But then would he take the watch off because uh, yeah, your saliva is relatively clean. I think. I don't know. PJ Bicer, my eyes are so bad. I still have to wear glasses post LASIK. So yeah, they can get it close. It's not an exact science. I still have to as I've gotten older, I've gotten farsighted now. Right, I was nearsighted before, and so I need them to read my phone. There's nothing worse, right? And I've done this before, right? There's nothing worse than taking a gigantic phone like this, right, like this, and have to. I can't even. I feel like an idiot. Anyway, I can't even see it. The screen is blurry. Like I've got short arms too, so I can never get into focus. It's like, here, can you hold this for me, Mason? All right, now walk 2 more feet. Stop. Okay, thanks. Ay, ay, ay. All right, so I think he's gonna have one of those like old timey, or does he have a pocket watch? Probably has a pocket watch. But I'm gonna give him a watch. I'm gonna give him a Cartier tank watch. And how does it work if you wear a left-handed watch? Yeah, it's on the wrong side. It says small bezel. So that's indicative of the entire piece, right? Light, and then gets darker at the bottom. Tile 2020. I do have a TikTok. I do all my best dancing and lip singing, and I do duets with strangers online. I prank my parents, prank my kids. Tank franchise. Franchise. Yes. Come on, man. How? Unless you're getting paid to create that content, it seems like a lot of free work for someone else. So yeah, I have an account. I think I posted 2 things on it, and that's it. I have a hard time keeping Instagram and Twitter and Twitch afloat with content. It's not that I don't have the content. Like there's plenty of drawing sketches, whatnot. I just a lot of times I just go like, I don't know if I want to. People want to see this. I just like. And then I try to mix it up, put some family stuff, and then you get people post like, just post art. uh, I love you guys. Love it. Sure. Anyway, held a message for reason identity will post it to chat. Sure, I'll allow it. I'm thinking it goes to black and then it'll be like steam, right? So it's not going to be all black. Or maybe it will be. I don't know. I mean, I could have it black fading out to nothing. Then like it's like he's walking through a bunch of... I got to make it feel cold. No, I'm using less and less social media by the day. I can just feel my demographic grabbing me by the nape of my neck and pulling me into, I don't know, ARP meetings, conspiracy forums on Facebook. I don't know where old people go to spend their time. Hello, Klemper Comics. Grand Admiral Burtis, I appreciate your concern and your input. Thank you. Oh boy, see what I'm doing now right now? This hair. So when I was working on X-Men back in the day, a long time ago, it'll get very tedious to pencil that. Plus, when you pencil it, it tends to gray out everything, and so you lose the muscle structure. And so I just told Scott, look, hey, what if I just do lines like this, which will tell you kind of the gradient, and then you can ink the hair in. And he loved that because it made it easier for him to identify what I was actually putting underneath the hair. So if you look at any of those old photocopies, you'll see that I literally just put 4 or 5 lines like that at an angle, and then Scott would go in and add like little hairs like this. But he had his own way of doing it. They never like overlapped. It was like a very it was a cipher of hairs. Do a tutorial on drawing little arm hairs. Let's start with photo reference right here. Look at that. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh boy. Yes, spicy pickle 726. You can say it. I try to keep this a family. Did I LASIK my hair? No arm. I have no arm hair. Absolutely none. Wait, what is that? I can't see it. It's out of focus. No. Oh, no, I do feel something. There might be something very downy. Enrique Grow 76. Hello. So that's what that's going to look like. And then, so here's sneak preview. All right. So the folds are going to get shadows like this. And then they're going to get cross-hatched up the yin-yang. Am I allowed to say that? Is that politically correct? And then you got the tendons. Some more here. So spinny G. So for the hands, are you going to make them webbed, or are they just going to seem like you have them positioned? They're not really webbed, but they're very stubby. So from a distance, people might, like, I can see people going like, oh, and he's got webbed hands like a penguin. And then when you meet him in person, you realize, no, it's just exaggerated. And if you were to get close to him, not many people get close to the penguin and make it out alive, certainly to tell stories about whether his hands are webbed or not. Doodle Dude 2018, I hope so. Sea Gifts 84, my wife is snoring beside me. 3 a.m. guys. No video, didn't happen. I'm sure she would love it if you shared video of her snoring online. We'll cover you. Feshe, hey, Jim Lee, love your content. Thank you. Quick Q. Too quick. I can't see it. Any advice only practicing while pursuing a 9 to 5 job? It's often longer than 9 to 5. You got to find the time. That, my friend, is, if we all were given what we dreamed of, we'd all be doing the same thing. No, we wouldn't all be doing the same thing, but everyone would be doing. Right? If it were easy, everyone would do it, I guess. So, how do you do it? I think it's easier when you're younger and don't have the responsibilities, but I would say weekends, Maybe ditch your friends. Or what was it? The comedian Mitch Hedberg said like they s- what I'm gonna screw up his joke, but it was essentially something like they say always chase your dreams. I told my dreams like, hey, I'll meet you at the pass. No, I screwed it up. I'll meet you at the end is essentially. I'm paraphrasing. Can someone load up the real joke? Comedy is hard. Drawing is easy. It's all your perspective, I guess. So I'm like, I'll just meet you guys at the finish line, something like that. Doodle Dude 2018. Yeah, so I've been kind of thinking about doing something on Christmas Eve for a while, like just visiting people. Like a lot of people I know that are fans work in the fast food industry. So I was like years ago, I was like, oh, I'll just go around and find them and like drop in on them while I'm waiting for my combo number 3 at Taco Bell or whatever. And but never got around to it because it's Christmas Eve and there's other stuff to do. Uh, but then this one, because of I think COVID, and we wanted to do something, so I said, look, why don't we go do this? Maybe they're frontline workers, essential workers that are working tonight, just like every other night, but because they are so dedicated to their jobs and to public health and just being all around great people, we can do something. And so I just put something on Twitter and hope that someone would be out there. And sure enough, there were. Nothing super close except for the last one, which was in North Hollywood. But there was one downtown LA, so that was like a 30-minute drive. And then Long Beach was another 30 or 40 minutes. And then the one back in North Hollywood is actually relatively close. So at the end of the day, I don't know, it was like 3.5 hours or so. But yeah, it was cool. Kind of got to do something different. And then maybe I'll do it again next year. It was kind of like coming up with like kind of new traditions. I'm a little portlier than I had before. All right, so it's all going to go to black or it's going to go to white, whatever. Hopefully you can see the whole thing here. Blue Lantern 2814 has cheered 100 bits. Thank you very much. Will we get a Supergirl movie with Zack Snyder? I don't know. Are you guys reading stuff? There's all sorts of rumors, most of them untrue online. The Con Professional has subscribed. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. PJ Beiser, stepdad is a roofer, grew up with ladder safety. Oh yeah, you don't. We were using this horrible step ladder, and it kept like rotating. I don't know. We were not even on a flat surface. It was like and I had a circular saw in my hand, and I'm like, got the saw here, no safety goggles. I'm on a top of a foot ladder on uneven ground, and I'm trying to like push, and then as soon as it cut through, the resistance gave out, and I kind of went off like this. Good thing there's like a little plastic thing that swings out and protects you from the blade, right? Albert Tree has resub. Bo Bradshaw, good to see you, Bro Bradshaw. I see that KB Bradshaw has let you out of your room. Nerd TK 421. Sir Pants Are Hot. Revenge Sinister. Veritex 209. Ben Sketchin. KB Bradshaw. So Sul Amin 312. Big Boss 138. Yokai Artists have all supported the stream. Thank you very much for your sub. Appreciate it. Oh, Chuck Arnold 3000. Oh, Quick Draw 13 is wondering if I can post of my studio and stream setup. Yeah, let me clean up my room first. Dexstar 671 and Zaizu. Robart 471. Marvin Nation, Nova Prime X, Spence New 52, Metaball Link have all cheered and, or not cheered, have subbed and supported the stream. Saizu has said VZA has a video of the penguin you did for a little kid. Oh. Sir Bat Dan has also subbed to the stream. Thank you very much. Studio and stream tour would be cool. F. Cool. All right. We can do it. James Quell Comics. Who was tougher to wrestle against, Burroughs or Chaminade? Probably Chaminade. I don't know why. It was a long time ago. I don't even know if Burroughs had a wrestling team, to be honest. Whoa. What's going on? The Jacker 99 is gifting a bunch of subs to some very lucky people. Bo would like to inform you he does not appreciate that joke, but I do. I hadn't seen him in a while. I just assumed he was locked up doing dishes or something. All right. This sketch is... Look, here's the center line. Look how wide he is over here. Can you be lopsided? I meant to do that. All right. I'm approaching the end of the night for me here. I might finish this tonight and post it tomorrow. I don't feel particularly kind of stressed out to push out the remaining 4 super fast. But I don't want to wait too long either. Kind of forgotten how to post stuff on eBay and what do I say and all that kind of stuff. It's been such a long time. But it was a good break for me, kind of taking away from the drawing of it. I was definitely on fumes. Doing 60 was quite a lot. And breaking up like this gives me obviously some fresh energy. Balance out the stupidity there. Yeah, so it's going to go darker. I like the idea of like hair's kind of just sticking up a little bit. Thank you, Spence New 52. That was fun to draw. Yeah, so you guys will see this online shortly. This is going to be all black or dark pattern. It's going to fade to black, and then it's probably like tissue paper smudge here so that you see white. There's going to be meat hanging from chains and hooks, his top hat, jacket, and umbrella going to be leaning up against there, and the light source is going to be heavy here, and this is my penguin for 2021. So I would say that I've got probably another 3 to 4 hours though before this would be done. But the hardest and the funnest part is done already. Drawing big chunks of meat and hooks, you know, it's just work. The discovery of this character, the approach that I wanted to take, the thinking that I kind of walked you through, that's the fun part. And I probably spent a couple hours thinking about it while driving. And I do think that's kind of part of being an artist, right? It's not just the hand-eye coordination. It's not just the knowledge, mastery of anatomy or composition or whatever. It's not just the craft. It's not just the skills, but it is the thinking behind the drawing. And then, yeah, it's like what you're saying, right? Having the craftsmanship, the skills, that's table stakes. That's table stakes, right? Everyone should come to the game like that. And then it's after that, like, all right, now you can draw whatever, you can light it whatever, you can do that. But what are you gonna say, right? And there's the frightening thing is that there's an infinite number of things that can be said. And literally every time you put a mark on a piece of paper, you're making it different and changing it. Right? Do I put a dot here? No. Do I? Okay. Right? You're in control of the piece. All right. So what do you want to say? What are people gonna? Will they even get what you're trying to say? Will they look at it and go, "Okay, I know what he was trying to say," or will they go and look at it and go, "Like, it looks like an overweight Wolverine with a monocle"? I don't know. Okay. All right. So, hey, look, SM Cardi already thanking the mods. Like, I should just have a button I push and it goes, "Please thank the mods." But I thank you very much, Betas. Yeah. So anyway, I want to thank Kirihiko, who either stayed up all night or woke up incredibly early. I can see Kirihiko right now. Her face like is probably all. It's got a big like crease mark from the book, and she's got a bowl of Cheerios. Wait, she's in the Schweiz. She's got a bunch of muesli sitting there, all soggy and frothy from the goat's milk that she has poured on it, and one eye kind of half awake. And then crispy egg roll, who I don't know what he's doing up this late because he's usually in bed by 9 o'clock. And then of course PK, who's doing something else while he's logged on. Anyway, thank you all to all the mods for their flexibility. I sprung this upon them like 5-6 hours ago, and they, I know you're in bed, crispy egg roll. That's too much information right there. Like, I cannot remove that imagery from my head now. Anyway, so thank you guys for being so flexible and so supportive and jumping on this and making this happen. I thought maybe we could get one mod, we'll get all three. That's how dedicated they are to the stream, and they are omnipresent on our Twitch, Discord channel. It's where the community really hangs out in between live streams, and then hopefully there'll be another stream this weekend. I'm thinking, yeah, sure, why not? Anyway, so we are going to go raid someone, and raiding is the sort of the I don't know what it is. I was going to say something that was probably inappropriate, so I'm just going to say we're going to go raid another streamer, and usually a creative. Although someday we should just go raid like, you know, Shroud or something. And we'll make a dent in his viewership. And we're like, hey, comics. And they're like, who are these nerds? So, yes. No, we're going to go find a creative because they need the love. All right, let me see what we got. What have the mods cooked up here? All right, here we go. It's Poop Kid's choice. Let's see what he's loaded up. Oh, you know what? Before we go, let's do a giveaway. Quick commercial break for the sketchbook, which I don't see around, but that's because I've already given them out. Yeah, so there's a sketchbook which has like 2 years worth of sketches, and let's just give one away real quick, a signed sketchbook to someone that's in stream, and make it super fast and easy. All right, yes. All right, here we go. You just have to have said something in stream the past 5 minutes. Okay. I think I found one. It's kind of damaged, but this is not the one. I have a new virgin mint copy. This is the book, though, and you can see it's got drawings. It's got drawings in it. It's got marker. A lot of cool memories. If you've been watching the stream, you will recognize many of these images. All right. Okay. Here we go. Good luck. Wolfie Poo. Following since March 11th of 2018. Shub. Look at Wolfie Poo. There you go. All right. Awesome. Okay, now let's go finish this raid. Where'd it go? And I'll see you guys soon. Thank you very much for tuning in on such short notice. You guys are great, and Happy New Year. Thank God 2020 is over with. Take care.